Hi there. Retirees, may I suggest that as soon as you retire, you make a plan and visit Paris. I say this because you've been working hard all your life. You've probably been planning a trip. You said, oh, now I'm retired. Now what? And you're young enough. Some people are retiring at 40, 50, 60, 70. I retired in my 60s, but you're still full of vim and vigor, and you have enough energy to really enjoy the place. It's such a lovely experience, and I think it's time to enjoy yourself when you retire. It's so worth it. Now, you have to rediscover your life, so it's time to visit this amazing city and just really enjoy yourself. So, as a Francophile, and what is a Francophile? Francophile is the person who loves everything French. Right now I'm studying French. Oh, it's an obsession. Oh, obsession. But it's wonderful. I really love it. But let me say this. There are many ways to go to Paris. Number one, you can go by yourself. Of course, I did this by myself. First time, went by myself. I was 40 years old. It had enough. My husband became agoraphobic. Anyway, he couldn't get on a plane. I said, So I said, I'm 40. I've got to get to Paris. I'm an artist. I got to get there. I needed to see the Louvre. I needed to see the Mona Lisa. You know, there are so many exciting things in Paris. There are many great movies that show a lot of what is beautiful about Paris. One of them is Funny Face, that old movie with Audrey Hepburn and Fred Astaire. That's a lovely film. It shows a lot of beautiful things about Paris. But okay, so the first time I was by myself. He happened to know somebody who was over there. I met them. My son knew somebody over there. I met them. I got to see a lot of beautiful things. And it was a wonderful trip. And I came home, and it was lovely. And the next time I went, my husband passed away. I remarried. I remarried a man who loved to go to Paris. We went, and we went for our honeymoon. It was fabulous. And then we went 7 times. And then he passed away. And then I also went with two friends, 2 colleagues, and that was okay. But I'll tell you, one of the best ways I've gone, besides the second husband there being in love, that is pretty fantastic to be in love in Paris, I must say. But the next best, I must say, is being on a Rick Steves trip. The Rick Steves trip, it is so beautifully curated. He curates those trips like in a piece of art. I'm not kidding. It's a wonderful journey through his mind. We got to Paris first, and then we went to Reims. I think that was the first city that we all got together as a group. It was a small group. I don't think there was more than 15, 16 people. It seemed like a very small group. And very nice, very lovely people. The leader was fabulous, funny, great. And we went, and it was a wine tasting tour. Now, I'm not a big wine person, but it was fantastic. I mean, everything was beautifully curated. We went to abbeys. We went to castles. We went to vineyards. We went to Provence. We went to Nice. We went to Mont Blanc. I mean, it was, and besides that, my friend and I, who I went with, we visited Normandy when we were in regular France. I mean, it was an amazing trip. So we did that on our own, but before the trip, when we were in Paris. But his trip, everything is so beautifully done, and you get a breakfast and you get one meal. But I think he does a beautiful job of picking the right tour leaders. And there's a few people who are always by themselves, and then there's people who are together. But he makes everybody come together, and everyone is friendly, and everyone wants to be there, and everyone's in a good... I think they even have you sign something that you're not going to be a grouch or something. I think something. They want everyone to be, hey, this is a vacation of a lifetime. Don't mess it up for other people. So it's got that Rick Steves, attitude of joy. And so, yes, 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 consider going to Paris on a Rick Steves trip. But you can go by yourself and have a good time. You can go if you have someone you love or good friends. But there are lots of ways to go. The danger of going by yourself, and I know somebody's mother, she said, oh, my mother just went and had a horrible time. And I said, oh dear, why? She goes, the people were so rude. I said, oh no. And I said, did she forget the magic of Paris and the rules of Paris? And it goes back to remember that old saying, when in Rome, do as the Romans? Well, in Paris, you have to do as the Parisians. And the Parisians have a rule that you must be, number one, polite. So you must, when you meet anybody, you must say, bonjour. Anybody, the waiter, when you're walking in, bonjour. When you're buying something, bonjour. They expect you to say bonjour, hello, politely, to everyone. It is just one of their customs. When in Paris, be a Parisian. Say bonjour. And then the next thing you say is, s'il vous plaît, please, s'il vous plaît, when you want something done. And then you can, personally, what I do when I'm in Paris, the first thing I say is, bonjour, je suis de Los Angeles. J'adore Paris. And they generally look at me and go, oh, j'adore Los Angeles. That's what they always say back to me. And I'm going, and we all laugh. And then we do our business, whatever it is. And then I say, merci. And I say, au revoir. And those are the words, right? So the first word was again, if you missed it the first time, bonjour, which means hello. Bonjour. And then you'll say, you point to what you want on the menu, s'il vous plaît, please, this. And then you say, when you get it, merci. And when you're leaving, au revoir. So simple. And she said, oh, well, my mother said they were mean. And the thing is, they're not mean. They're just shocked when people don't have good manners. And they expect everyone to say bonjour. I saw a really cute clip of a girl talking about her French boyfriend. And she was saying, he got so mad at me because I didn't say bonjour. Why did he say that? He was mean. But it's their culture. It's not our culture. We don't have those rules. No. We're in a hurry. Fast food. Hey, everything's in a hurry. We don't have time for hello. Obviously. But in Paris, bonjour. S'il vous plaît. Merci. Au revoir. And so that's what I'll say for you right now. Au revoir. And I hope this little bit of help, advice for you to get to Paris right as you retire. Don't waste any time. This has got to be at the top of your bucket list. You're retired now. You're going to have fun. Until then, until next time. Bye.